What's going on, guys? LegitMHx here, back with the final video until we do see E3, until the next bit of SpiderManPS4 is shown to us. This is probably going to be the last video until E3 2017, at least for the Sony conference. And to sort of celebrate, or sort of like, you know, appreciate, or I don't even know what the word is, but this is the last video, and because of that I have brought along a fellow Spidey Squad member who is going to be joining us, and we're going to be doing a sort of discussion collab, talking about Spider-Man, talking about what's happened, talking about what will happen, and talking about what's happening right now. So introduce yourself, the amazing Spidey Bugle.
Hey guys, how's it going? Lovely to be here. Thank you for inviting me, Legit. Been crazy couple of days we've had, and yeah. So I mean, how do you react to Insomniac's tweet?
So basically, if some of you may not know, but something magical, I don't even know how to describe it. It's crazy. Everyone freaked out when it happened yesterday. Literally 24 hours ago. Insomniac Games, out of nowhere, literally tweeted at Evan and acknowledged the entire Spidey Squad officially. Like, it wasn't just like replying, it wasn't just like, what, Spidey Squad or something like that. They literally went out of their way and they tweeted at Evan Falaka, "Do you have hashtag Spidey Squad members hanging with you this week in case you pass out from excitement? Hashtag stay safe." Now, this is a big tweet because there's so many parts to it that is super exciting. The main one is that they acknowledge the Spidey Squad, and they use the hashtag to actually acknowledge us. I mean, that's like actually going to another level to like appreciate the Spidey Squad, and it was crazy. Like, if they just said Spidey Squad or your YouTube friends or something like that, that would have been as good, but they actually physically properly acknowledged the Spidey Squad by using the hashtag. So what do you think?
I mean, I'm lost for words. I mean, it's insane, you know, to have not only our favorite developer at the moment acknowledge us, but also tweet at Evan and say just like, "Oh, hey guys, how you going? This is Spidey Squad." And yeah, I mean, I have nothing to say. I mean, it's just absolutely insane that they've actually done this out of nowhere.
It was crazy. When this did happen, all the founders and partners, I think like 10 of us all got into like a call, and then I wasn't able to talk, which is unfortunate, but we did get into a call, and then Spidey Stretch Michael made a video and everyone was freaking out, and Austin the Spidey fan was like sleeping, and then he woke up and then he went sort of crazy as well. And it was just something amazing, and it really shows that Insomniac has always known that we exist, but they weren't allowed to actually acknowledge us because of limitations that Sony had put upon them because of the game having to be sort of a secret still, and they weren't allowed to sort of say much for the game. And, you know, we're like, at the moment, we're the biggest group of like fans for this game, for Insomniac, and it's just amazing that we've finally gotten acknowledged and like appreciated, sort of, and it's just amazing. I don't even know what to say anymore as well. So yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, I was scrolling down. I was like, you know, your average Twitter session, scrolling down, and when I see this, you know, I first check if it's legit. So I first see if it has the blue tick, because we have been tricked a couple of times with Agent M's account saying, "Oh, we're gonna have a new gameplay presentation tomorrow," but that obviously wasn't the case because he only had 5 followers. So that pretty much wraps that up. But you know, just seeing this tweet, and also seeing them just use the hashtag. They actually used hashtag Spidey Squad. That is just like, oh my goodness! Like, they actually did that. Like, I don't know. It may not seem like a big deal to the other people who might not even know us, but this for us is the best thing that's ever happened, pretty much.
The thing is that not many Spidey Squad members also use the hashtag Spidey Squad. I mean, like, I've used it like once or twice. I think Spidey probably used it quite a bit though. I don't tweet that much, but we don't use the hashtag Spidey Squad hashtag that much, so it's not something that's like super trendy, sort of like every single person saying it, and so Insomniac said it. They literally went out and they pretty much established the Spidey Squad hashtag, sort of, and like it's just crazy. And the main thing is, the second part to this tweet is that Evan passing out from excitement because of this week, and that's just saying that they're going to be showing something amazing this week. And obviously it's going to be obviously they're at the on Wednesday for Australians or Tuesday for Americans, the 30-minute sneak peek footage thing. Obviously that's going to be happening for Spider-Man, but it is still, I mean, I think we all are like 99% sure that Spider-Man will still also be at the E3 conference for Sony. So it's just crazy, and I don't know what they're gonna do, why they said this specifically, if it's just they're gonna be dumping a whole bunch of news on us, and info and content, gameplay and trailers and release dates and titles and everything, or if it's gonna be something even more, maybe like a proper official acknowledgement verbally from one of the Insomniac members, maybe like from Brian. That'd be crazy, but maybe that's going a bit too much. No need to speculate that, because I don't want to be disappointed if we do go into that too much. But yeah, everything's about to change, and it's tomorrow, pretty much less than 24 hours away.
It is, and I mean, it's like I said, Insomniac, out of all the things they could tweet, they can tweet about, you know, the Fuse, they can tweet about the upcoming VR games, but out of nowhere to tweet this out, it's just insane. And as you said, you know, what they might show at E3, there are like multiple, I guess, options they could go, but you know, we are getting a great pandemic. It's pretty much clear at this point. I mean, we are long due for a proper demonstration of what the game is going to look like. And you know, one of the things that we are eager to see is, you know, not only the parkour, but also what Peter looks like, what's going to happen, and Peter and Mr. Negative as well. So yeah, that's what I think. And yeah,
so it's crazy, because it's hard to realize that in less than 24 hours we're going to be calling SpiderManPS4 a completely different name. Now, it might not be completely different, but like, it's not going to be SpiderManPS4 anymore. Every single one of us is going to be referring to this game to something different. Spider-Man subtitle, or the something Spider-Man, or something like that. I mean, they could still keep it SpiderManPS4. I'd be fine with that. Spidey Bugle would be fine with that. But
yep.
It's probably going to be a new title, and that's going to be crazy, because we're going to be referring to it completely differently. And then we're going to also probably be getting the release date, or at least a release time frame. That's going to even change everything even more, because we're going to be actually looking forward to an actual date, and there's going to be just so much hype, and it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, and what you mentioned earlier, calling it a different name, like that's mind-boggling, because, you know, could it be Amazing Fantasy? You know, could it be something else? Recent Spidey content, as well as the comic, not the comic, excuse me, the cartoon, and the movie is actually paying homage to the classic Spider-Man content that was released in its first days. So it's pretty much going back to its roots. So me and myself and the rest of Spidey Squad have pretty much agreed that Amazing Fantasy will be awesome. What do you think, legit? Like,
yeah,
which title would be appropriate?
Yeah, I can't really, I don't think we can really make a judgment on what it will be, but something like that seems awesome, and I'd be fine with referring to the game as that. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's less than 24 hours. I physically cannot believe that this is about to happen, because when it does happen, everything's gonna change. As in, the game's gonna change. Our view on the game's gonna change. In terms of the game, that's gonna change. But also in terms of the Spidey Squad, everything's gonna change there as well. All our YouTube channels are gonna be blowing up with videos. I bet you Evan's gonna make at least another 100 or so videos instantly on like every bit, because he's made what, 200 plus videos on a 1 minute and 30 trailer. 1 minute 30 second trailer. What's he gonna do when we get 30 minutes of sneak peek and a gameplay review? It's crazy. We can't comprehend what's going to happen after E3. It's just crazy, and yeah, I don't even know what to think anymore. Yeah,
it's funny you say that, because if we were able to, you know, push out as much videos as we did with only a minute and 30 seconds of actual gameplay. Imagine what we can do with like 10 minutes or maybe, I don't know, a whole session of gameplay. That is, I mean, we'll have to like analyze every single bit, bit by bit, and dissect it and stuff. But yeah, I mean, no doubt it's going to be one of the most important, I guess, events, because it's actually going to define what this game actually is going to be, and it's actually going to pretty much introduce a new type of superhero game we've never seen before. And yeah, we're just all excited to see that.
Yeah, so I like refer to this as like the sort of jump from the BC of Spider-Man to the AD of Spider-Man. We were from E3 2016 to E3 2017 in the BC sort of time era, because we got the we just got the announcement trailer, the reveal trailer, and then nothing pretty much after that. We did get the PS4 Pro clip, but that was more to show off the PS4 Pro, not the actual game, but the game did look amazing on the PS4 Pro. But besides that, we got pretty much zero. I mean, a few leaks here and there, maybe like a tweet or two from Insomniac giving a tiny bit of information. Tomorrow, it's just gonna be all dumped on us, I feel like. And as I said in my previous video, it's just all this content that Insomniac's been wanting to share about Spider-Man PS4 that's accumulated for so long, and we're finally going to be getting it, and it's going to be crazy what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that we will all be, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we are going to be doing some sort of reaction to E3, and that's going to be crazy in itself. It's probably just going to be everyone screaming, but I will upload that hopefully if I'm able to. And yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts, Spidey? I don't even know. What's gonna happen after E3?
Well, let's get it straight. Let's get this out of the way. So, first I need to recover from everything we've seen. So, yeah, but yeah, we are gonna, because it's pretty much we. It's not individual members. It's we at the Spidey Squad. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna just like react to this thing. Like, it's crazy to think we're actually gonna see it and actually know what it's about. And hopefully, like we did say earlier, hopefully we do get to see more than just the gameplay demo. We get some insider info about how the game was created and the inspiration to do this, and pretty much what inspired the storyline, which we know nothing about, by the way. Yeah, it's very, very scarce. But yeah, like I said, everything has been coming to this moment. This is the moment where we will finally see brand new Spider-Man content, and hopefully we'll get a release date.
Yeah. So the release date is pretty much the major thing that we all want. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all want gameplay. We want to see what the game is like and everything, but we want to know when we're going to be able to play it. We want to know when we can buy it and everything, and that's the main thing. And I'm pretty sure at the very least we'll get a release time frame, so a month, but I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, that they're most definitely going to give an actual release date. I don't see them not giving a title and not a release date and doing the same thing as last year, just giving a gameplay and saying hashtag SpiderManPS4 coming soon. That's just crazy, and people are going to be mad and stuff, but it's going to happen, and I don't know what to think, because Insomniac tweeted to Evan to say that make sure you have like Spidey Squad members hanging with you in case you pass out from excitement, and they said that jokingly, right? But it could actually be like actually true. We might actually pass out from the excitement of actually seeing what is Spider-Man PS4 and what it has become, because it's evolved so much from last year. From the trailer, I bet you it looks so much more better as well, and it's crazy what it's going to look like. I can't even physically imagine gameplay, so I don't even know what's going to happen when we actually watch this, when we react, and what's the reaction going to be. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, you know, I myself have trouble like trying to remember trying to imagine what the gameplay would look like, but Evan did describe it perfectly in his video, where he just imagined how the opening would look like, and that is pretty much how I would want it to look like. But yeah, I mean, like we said earlier, there's nothing more assuring than to know when your most anticipated game will come out. So that is why we preferably would like a release date more than the actual gameplay demo.
Yeah. So I mean, besides in the Sony conference, we have SpiderManPS4. That's probably the major thing. That's what's gonna make the Sony conference so much better than every other conference that's happened. As of now, the Xbox conference has happened, and the EA conference has also happened. In about half an hour, the Bethesda conference will happen, but I'm sure Sony will destroy all these conferences just because of PS4. But not only because of PS4, but there are also a bunch of other games that could also be at the Sony conference. That's going to even make the Sony conference even more better than it already is because of PS4. Stuff like Sucker Punch's game. What are they making? What do you think, Spidey Bugle? What is Sucker Punch making?
That's a very, very good question, legit. We have had leaks, I think, a couple of months ago that they were apparently working on a Western game, a cowboy game, but that apparently, so I am not quite sure, but that apparently turned out to be false. At this moment, I do hope they are making a Superman, not a Superman game, but a superhero game. I hope that it's Iron Man, because we have Iron Man is one of those heroes that hasn't had a decent game. Like it could be any superhero game, probably. It could even be a DC superhero game. It all depends on how they open their presentation. But yeah, if I were to choose one superhero that they would do, I think it will be most likely Iron Man.
For sure. I made a video a while ago talking about an Iron Man game and how it could work if Sucker Punch did make it. But in my opinion, if Sucker Punch is gonna make any game, Iron Man game is probably the higher probability of happening than any other superhero or any other game. And the other thing that they could make is just a completely new game that's never been heard of, completely from scratch. But between all the possibilities that they could be making, Iron Man is probably one of the higher ones, and it'd be amazing to see an Iron Man game. Again, like you said, we haven't seen a proper really good Iron Man game, and it'd be amazing to see one because we also have stuff like the Avengers Project that's going to be happening where Iron Man is in it, and it just seems a little weird to not have an Iron Man game before that. That'd be, I mean, before or after, it doesn't matter, but I think it would be really cool to have a proper Iron Man game, because Iron Man is one of the most more favorite superheroes within the MCU currently. I'm pretty sure everyone loves Iron Man, everyone loves Tony Stark. So it'd be a great opportunity for Marvel to also capture that and actually make an Iron Man game, and I think they probably are. But with that would also mean that the game would be exclusive to PS4, and then some drama might happen, but I'm not sure how that would work because Sucker Punch is owned by Sony, I believe. But yeah, so if it is an Iron Man game, it'd be exclusive to PS4. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, if there's something I disagree with PS4, it's that it's an exclusive. I mean, every Spidey fan deserves to play a next-gen AAA Spider-Man game. And if that were the case with Iron Man, that would be a real bummer because, even whether you own a PS4 or a Xbox console, these are the type of games that every Marvel/superhero fan should play. And I hope they work something out. I hope it isn't exclusive, but again, like you said, Sucker Punch is owned by Sony, so I guess we're gonna just have to wait and see, if that's the case. But yeah, that's what I have on that.
Yeah. And another thing is that besides people that are on Xbox won't be able to play the game because they don't own a PS4, it also opens the door to having games exclusive to the Xbox. So if people do end up say trading the Xbox in for a PS4 to get a Iron Man game, and then next minute you have a Captain America game on the Xbox One exclusive, then it's what do you do now? It just complicates so much things, and I don't really like the idea of exclusivity. Maybe because some of you might own a PS4, you're yes, we want it to be on PS4, but at the end of the day, this could do more harm than good. So we'll have to see how that works. will it actually be an Iron Man game, or will it be completely different? We'll have to see that as well. But yeah, that's another possible game that could make Sony's conference even heaps better. And there's also other games that could be there. Spidey Bugle, what are some other games that you think, in terms of superheroes as well, that you think might be at E3 and that could be pretty amazing?
Well, there was talk of the Damian Wade Batman game that Slickmorph mentioned in one of his videos. I'm interested to see how that would go down. I am a fan of the Arkham games, and I thought Rocksteady did an exceptional job with the series, and Arkham Knight was an exceptional game. And I just hope they do manage to also get their hands on, making a Superman game, which I am very excited about. There were rumors last year, but they have disappeared since. And oddly enough, it's been 11 years since our last solo Superman game, so it's hard to believe. But I just hope we get some sort of teaser at E3. If not, then a hint or indicator that yes, we are making a Superman game, and yes, this is happening.
Yeah,
and
that'd be so awesome if we get a Spider-Man PS4, and then they sort of tease a Superman game, and that's that comes out after Spider-Man PS4. It's just gonna be this nice streak of amazing superhero games that will be just amazing for everyone, and it's gonna be crazy. This E3 is probably gonna be one of the biggest E3s for Sony, at least ever, pretty much. I can't imagine a E3 probably being bigger than this. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, and another thing, we can't deny Sony has some brilliant exclusives in line to come out, and I'm just I'm not shocked, but I'm surprised at the quality of their exclusives, and I was surprised that Spider-Man is an exclusive, but it is owned by Sony, so I'm just excited to see what they've done. And I know we've mentioned it a million times, but it really is just one of those games where you just have to see what's cooking, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, after all these months, we've been saying, oh yeah, SpiderManPS4 is gonna be at PAX or PSX, to be specific, and then we don't see it. And we've been doing this for every single event, but then now it's actually real. It's actually gonna be at E3, and it's hard to believe because of not seeing it in past events. And so it's it's crazy. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna do and we're gonna have an amazing time reacting together and everything. And yeah, I mean, any final thoughts?
Well, I mean, I would just like to thank you guys, thank the Spidey Squad, thank the community and thank Evan for just molding this wonderful community of brilliant individuals that have just made life so much better. I mean, not so much better, but have just been there with us. It's been a journey. I mean, we've all of our channels have grown, and it's just it's hard to believe again that Insomniac Games, that are all companies, is actually going to give it a Spider-Man game a shot, and it's actually going to be a AAA game, which is absolutely insane. And I just can't wait to finally see this with you guys.
Yeah, the Spidey Squad, it's been amazing being a part of this. I'm grateful to Evan for creating such an amazing community, like Spidey Bugle just said. It's gonna get even better as E3 happens and we get more info on Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be way more open with us. Insomniac will be much more open with us. And in fact, James Stevenson did also just he replied to Demetrius, a fellow Spidey Squad member, saying that if you could, well, it was something about E3, and then it was something, but they replied pretty much, and that's the main thing. And it's just crazy that they're actually gonna be more open with us now. We're gonna be able to talk about the game, and it's mind-blowing what's about to happen, and I'm excited to experience this with the Spidey Squad, with everyone, and also getting possibly new people coming into the Spidey Squad. I mean, if you aren't in the Spidey Squad Discord, it's an amazing Discord to be in. You can make so many new people, you can meet so many new people, and I definitely have, and it's crazy. I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, it's about to get really crazy, and I can't wait, and I'm not ready. I'm actually not ready. But yeah, Spidey Squad, Spidey Bugle. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Guys, please go subscribe to Legit. His content is outstanding. His videos are crafted with absolute quality, and I highly recommend that you go and subscribe to his channel and just like all his videos, because he, without a doubt, is one of the leading members of the Spidey Squad. And you know, without his videos, without some of his videos, you know, we may not have known a couple of news info about SpiderManPS4. So again, guys, please go subscribe to Legit, and also follow the Spidey Squad, and as Legit already said, follow us on Discord. And yeah, that's all I have. And also you guys can subscribe to my channel if you want. We will be covering content as E3 comes. But yeah, and again, as I said, it's crazy that this is happening.
So thank you for that sort of shout out, Spidey Bugle again. Yeah, do go follow the Spidey Squad on Twitter. We do have an official Twitter page. I think I've mentioned that once or twice, but I'll say that just before E3. These are the final things that will be happening. There's not going to be any more videos until E3. I mean, obviously, even if I wanted to, it probably wouldn't be possible because there's such less time until E3. But again, follow everyone in the Spidey Squad. Go to Spidey Bugle. He's actually probably one of the best like photo editors sort of things. Like the logos he makes, the banners and everything, those are exceptional. His video quality is exceptional. He on Twitter, I'm pretty sure you almost have 1,000 followers, right?
Yes, we are getting close to 1,000 followers, but yeah, I have a special video planned. It's sneak peek, but yes, it will be awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's got almost 1,000 followers. Go follow me on Twitter as well, everyone. All the links will be in the description. It's about to be crazy. It's about to get crazy. It's already crazy. I don't know how much more crazy it can get until and what will happen. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any words left. It's gonna happen. So I hope you guys are excited for SpiderManPS4, or whatever this game is gonna be called after tomorrow. We'll be reacting with the Spidey Squad tomorrow, 11 AM. Oh wait, 11 AM Australian time if anyone's from Australia. Otherwise, I'll put a picture up of all the conversion of all the times when the actual conference is gonna be. And yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video with the Spidey Bugle. And yeah, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Subscribe to Spidey Bugle if you guys haven't already. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it. Like Spidey Bugle's videos if you enjoyed them, and just like him anyway. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and this was once again Spidey Bugle and LegitMHx signing out.